welcome you back to another edition of the Feed Elite Athletic Podcast presented by John Roberts Toyota in Manchester, Tennessee. We ask you to please go see them. We are in our locker room right now. We got new lockers. We got name tags all around us. And we got our head varsity basketball coach, Micah Williams. Micah, how's it going, man?
That's good. Glad to be here.
So I don't even know how to even start this podcast. Don't even know what questions to start. Do I introduce you as the head varsity coach, friend, coworker, former head coach? What would be the best title I can come with?
I mean, all those titles sound pretty good. Head coach, friend, you're a former head coach. I mean, all the above, but it's just been an awesome journey for me as a coach, and extremely blessed with opportunities that I've had.
So how long have you been at Webb now?
This is my 5th year.
So let's kind of recap the first 4 years that you have been just at Webb in general.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of talk to us about the uniqueness of the Webb school in your words.
Man, it's been awesome. Ever since day one, the Webb community's been very embracing of my family, and embraced me as a coach and as assistant dean of students on campus. And ever since the first day, I mean, I just felt like this was a family environment. When my family and I moved out on campus a little over a year ago, and just being on campus has been awesome as well. It's like everybody was welcoming, and it feels like I've been here for more than 5 years.
Yeah. So tell us about your occupation. Like, we know you're a varsity head basketball coach in athletics, but outside of that, tell us like what you do on a normal day basis.
So when I got here, alongside being a basketball coach, I was assistant dean of students, still assistant dean of students to this day, and this year added assistant dean of residential life. So, overseeing some of the discipline that goes on a day-to-day basis, and then on the residential side, just with the logistics of dorm rooms and placing kids in dorms, and just being there for those kids that live on campus. We've got around 70 kids that live here on campus who are essentially, I'm essentially, one of their parents, away from their parents. We've got other people, including yourself, and then people that are dorm parents that I kind of help oversee, just to make sure that we're giving these kids that live on campus that home feel. Because we've got kids from, China, Australia, Ireland, Sweden. So kids from different places that, could get homesick. So we got to make sure that they're having the best experience in the dorm and here on Webb in general.
Right. And Holly, your wife, works here. So she's part of residential. And then your son, we see him everywhere on campus. Kind of talk to us how cool that is, not only working with your wife, having your son here on campus, but always having them around. What's that like?
And it's awesome. My wife, she's the director of student activities. So a lot of the cool and fun stuff that you see on campus, she's behind the scenes and getting those things set up, and just having her here, and we get zero time away from each other. Being on campus, our offices are in the same building, but I mean, it's been fun to work with her. And then MJ, my son, he's homeschooled, so he's here, pretty much every day, getting the schoolwork done, but also, seeing the kids, the older kids, the high school kids and middle school kids, kind of embrace him as a little brother. I mean, he's like a little brother to all these middle school kids, and then their high school guys that he's around, and he gets to interact with those kids. So it's been cool just to see how they embrace him as like one of their own.
Yeah. So give us a history timeline of Micah Williams. And, obviously you could go in many directions, but let's kind of focus in on basketball a little bit.
Right.
First, before you go into that, how did you get into the game of basketball?
Man, it's a family sport.
Yeah.
My dad played college basketball at Western Kentucky. I got an older brother who just had a birthday yesterday. He 3 years older than me, a little over 3 years older than me. He played basketball, so that's kind of all I saw growing up from my dad's perspective, and then my older brother's perspective. And it was always on TV. It was just always around it, so it's kind of hard to get away from it. I started playing organized basketball when I was in 3rd grade, which is the same age as my son right now, and he's hot and heavy into basketball right now too. But I started playing in 3rd grade, and I hadn't put a ball down since, whether it's a player or as a coach.
Right. So talk to us about your playing career.
Mm-hmm.
So you have a long history of playing high school, college, overseas. Kind of give the audience a perspective and insight of your timeline of playing.
Mm-hmm. So as a player, I grew up in Manchester, Tennessee, and went to dating back to elementary basketball at College Street Elementary, and then Westwood, what was then a junior high school, but now Westwood Middle School, and then played at Coffee County High School, and had really, really good success there, and a lot of success, and played for an outstanding coach, and Andrew Taylor as my coach in high school, and after high school, I was blessed with the opportunity to play collegiate ball, Division I ball at East Tennessee State University. Redshirted my first year. I went into my college career with a broken foot, so I didn't get to play, which led to the medical red shirt, and then spent 4 or 5 total amazing years in Johnson City and ETSU, and was blessed with the opportunity to play in 2 NCAA tournaments against Pittsburgh and Kentucky, and some memories that I'll never forget is having that opportunity to play at that level against some high-level players, and we won 3 conference championships while I was at ETSU, and so it was a great opportunity, great experience at the collegiate level. And then after college, I got an opportunity to play professionally overseas. My first year as a rookie, I played in Japan. Really, really, really tough league, really good league, and as a rookie going into it, you don't know what to expect, especially after being senior, and I was at ETSU and kind of being high on the totem pole, and then you go into a professional career, and it's basically you got to start all over. You're the new guy, you're the young guy,
right?
And you got to work your way and build your way up, and so tried to do that and had an opportunity there, but after my rookie season in Japan, got a call from my agent, had a better opportunity for me to play in England. Played in England for a year. Was a leading scorer. Was one of the top scorers in our league, and unfortunately, last month of the season, I broke my foot, so missed the end of the season, the playoffs, and it kind of cut my playing career short right then. But just having those opportunities, those 2 years that I was able to play overseas is something a lot of people can't say they did, and I was very fortunate for those 2 years.
So we'll get to your coaching experience at Coffee County as a former player, being a point guard for you for 3 years.
Right.
And you mentioned the NCAA tournament, getting to play in that thing two years in a row.
Mm-hmm.
You played against Kentucky's John Wall. You played against Kentucky's DeMarcus Cousins. There's a picture out there online, and I asked you to go look it up. In high school, I showed Coach Williams. I believe I had to run for this. But you tried to basically go up on DeMarcus Cousins.
I did.
And
it was not successful.
And anybody that's out there that wants to look that up, do it. Coach Williams is trying to just yam on DeMarcus Cousins, and the rest is history.
I mean, and my mentality is, I'm 6'4", he's 6'10", 6'11", so if he blocks me, that's what he's supposed to do. If I dunk on him, I'm on sports.
That's right.
So, we're good there.
Yeah. All right, so we'll get away from that. So let's talk about your coaching career. So
right.
You love the game of basketball.
Absolutely.
You realize your playing career's over. You're kind of talking about that with injuries and things like that. But you wanted to be around the game.
Mm-hmm.
Coaching is a great avenue to do that. Talk to us about the pipeline and the time frame of how you got into coaching, where you've coached, and how you've ended up here.
Mm-hmm. So after my second season of professional ball in England, I came home and actually started working on my master's degree. And so in the process of doing that, I knew I didn't want to give up basketball. I knew I wasn't going to play it anymore. I didn't have the opportunity to continue playing overseas. So just wanted to be around the game, love the development, love watching kids grow in the sport of basketball. And so I went back home, back to Coffee County. There was a head coach there, asked me to be an assistant coach for him as I was getting kind of my feet back under me being in the States. And so was assistant coach under him for almost a year. And he decided to step down from his head coaching position. And so Coffee County needed a head coach. And I put my name in the hat to be the head coach of Coffee County, and was blessed with that opportunity to lead, Coffee County, lead a group of guys, lead you and some of those other guys as well. And so was at Coffee County for 6 years as the head coach, and now I'm going into year 5 here at Webb, so going into year 11 now.
And you had a lot of success at Coffee County, and then you've kind of brought that here to Webb. Let's talk about the 4 past seasons here.
Mm-hmm.
So you've been the head coach. You've gotten to coach several college players. How many state appearances have you made?
Every year I've been here.
Every year.
4 years in a row so far.
Right, and you've won 1 district championship, and you've made it to 1 or 2 region championships.
Yep.
So the ultimate price of being a coach is basically sacrificed with time. But man, it seems like time has really paid off for you and being invested at Webb. Talk to us about some former players, maybe that's playing college, and give our audience some perspective of where they're at now.
I've been extremely blessed to be able to coach really good players. You don't have, I don't have the success as a head coach that I've had without players.
Yeah.
We can, as coaches, we can put the X's and O's out there, but you got to have the players to execute it.
Sure.
And I've been extremely blessed to coach some really good talent. And even I've been able to coach high talented guys that did not play collegiately, and I think that gets overlooked a lot. But some guys even dating back to Coffee County. I coached Darius Rozier, who's actually an employee here at the Webb School, and he played at Tennessee Wesleyan. Here at Webb, I coached a guard, Evan Ursher, who was at SEMO, Southeast Missouri State. Stephen Olawani, who's at Oregon State right now. And several other guys that are JUCO, NAIA. Tavion Commons was here a couple years ago, and he's at Columbia State, and that's a very good junior college program who's going to have an opportunity next year to probably play at a high-level Division II or even an opportunity of Division I.
Yep.
So I've just been able to have those opportunities and being able to coach guys that either didn't want to play collegiately or got overlooked for whatever reason. You're one of those guys, I think, that could have played at the next level, but even if you didn't play at that next level, doesn't mean that you weren't a talented player. And there's several guys that fall in that category that are really good high school ball players, and either they just didn't want to pursue it further or didn't have the opportunity. But definitely not a knock on those players.
Yeah, and let's focus in on this year. So we have a lot of big expectations and a bunch of new guys.
Yeah.
You're basically given a roster that is brand new, not only to Webb, but new to the States.
Right.
A lot of these kids from different countries and having an opportunity to play here. Kind of tell us about your expectations for this season and what to expect.
I think any given year, regardless of what the roster looks like, my expectations are high. I'm an ultimate competitor. I want to win. I want to compete. And I think it's my job as a coach to whatever roster I'm given is to make sure that they're developed, make sure they're ready to go. And so I'm definitely going to hold my end of the deal up with that as far as making sure that they're ready and developed, and we're going to put the best product on the floor as possible. But I think at the coaching mind of me, it's kind of a fun mystery.
Yeah.
Trying to put the pieces together. It's a puzzle, and the pieces are all over the place right now. We're trying to put them together, and I think as a coach, that's a fun challenge to have, because it's very gratifying at the end of the day. Regardless of wins and losses, but seeing teams come together, especially teams with players that have never even met each other, never played a game with each other up to this point, and just seeing how they come together as one team. And as a coach, that's the ultimate goal, just to take 15 individual pieces and make it one puzzle.
And we had our first official practice this past Monday, 6 a.m. guys coming in, and you could tell the excitement was there, the curiosity was there, got after it, had a great practice, had a practice that afternoon. And this kind of being the start of practices, you can tell the guys are ready to go. We're ready to throw the ball out there, ready for the ball to be tipped and to play other teams just because we've been playing each other.
Right.
Kind of last thing we'll say and talk about your first game. Where's it at? What time is it? So our audience can know where to be opening night.
So first game is November 17th at Lipscomb Academy. I think tip-off is 7:30. Super excited. The guys are super excited. I know we've only been going at it for 3 days now in practice, but the intensity is there. The excitement's there. They're all eager to get out on the floor and play some competition. like you mentioned, competition that's not, a Webb jersey.
Yeah.
Also leading up to this Saturday, we've got a play day at PCA in Oakland. So it'll give us a good opportunity to see, what we look like early on. And we'll get the film from that on Saturday. We'll kind of break it down and see what we need to work on the following week before playing, the first official game.
Awesome, man. We're definitely looking forward to it. Obviously,
Excited.
being back on staff, can't wait, ready to get going. But, Coach, we appreciate you coming on to the podcast. We're for sure going to get you on again, probably in January, February, just kind of recapping the season and talking about possibly an opportunity at a district and region and state championship.
Yeah.
But we appreciate you coming on. Any other comments before we go and depart?
No, I'm excited for the season. Those that are watching the podcast, I think Coach Booth does a really good job with it, but really want to encourage everybody to come out and support our guys. I mean, they put a lot of work into it, so we hope to see you at a lot of games this year.
Yes, sir. We appreciate you again for tuning in to the Feed Elite Athletic Podcast presented by John Roberts Toyota in Manchester, Tennessee. Please go see them. Check out our boys basketball program here at the Webb School. Be sure to make that first game at Lipscomb Academy and have a great day.